Imagine this. You're driving down a coastal highway in 2026. The sun is setting. Your foot barely touches the pedal. And in complete silence, your truck launches forward like a sports car. 0 to 100 km per hour in just 5.8 seconds. Yet when the road ends, you still have over 600 kilometers of range left. No gas station in sight. No range anxiety. Just pure dominance. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 BYD Shark 6 has officially arrived. And Toyota? They might be in serious trouble. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into what could be the most disruptive pickup truck the world has ever seen. This is not just another EV. This is not just another plug-in hybrid. This is the BYD Shark 6. A midsize pickup that combines supercar acceleration with hyper-efficient range. And it's coming for every legacy brand still clinging to their combustion engines. Let's start with the headline numbers that made the internet explode. 0 to 100 km per hour in 5.8 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. A pickup truck faster than most hot hatches from 5 years ago. 950 kilometers of total combined range thanks to its DMO plug-in hybrid platform. 100 kilometers of pure electric range alone. A 1.5T turbo engine paired with dual electric motors delivering 430 horsepower. An 18-minute DC fast charge that takes the battery from 30% to 80%. And a body-on-frame construction that can still tow up to 2,500 kilograms. This thing is a unicorn. But how did BYD pull this off? Let me break it down for you. The Shark 6 uses BYD's revolutionary DMO system. That stands for Dual Mode Off-Road. It's specifically built for trucks and serious off-road vehicles. Unlike traditional plug-in hybrids that feel like compromised EVs, the DMO platform puts the electric motors on the axles. The 1.5T engine acts primarily as a generator. Most of the time you're driving on pure electric power. Only when the battery gets low does the engine kick in to recharge it. The result? You get instant torque from the electric motors. You get insane efficiency. And you get the peace of mind of a gasoline engine when you need it. It's the best of both worlds with almost none of the downsides. Now let's talk design. The Shark 6 looks aggressive. It looks modern. It looks expensive. Massive LED light bars front and rear. A full-width taillight design that screams Cybertruck influence, but done right. Muscular fenders. A proper truck bed with 1,450 mm length. And a cabin that honestly looks like it belongs in a luxury SUV. 17-speaker Dynaudio sound system. 31.4-inch rotating touchscreen. Heads-up display with augmented reality. Heated, ventilated, and massaging seats. Panoramic sunroof. This is not a work truck pretending to be premium. This is a lifestyle truck that can actually work. And the tech inside? Next level. 540-degree camera system with transparent chassis view. Full level 2 plus autonomous driving. Over-the-air updates. Vehicle-to-load power output up to 6 kilowatts. You can literally power your house during a blackout. Or run a campsite for days. This thing is a rolling power station. Now let's talk pricing. Because this is where Toyota should be sweating. In markets where it's already launched, the Shark 6 starts at the equivalent of around $45,000. For the top spec model with all the bells and whistles, you're looking at roughly $55,000. Let that sink in. A 430 horsepower, 950 kilometer range, luxury tech loaded, proper pickup truck. For less than a fully loaded Toyota Hilux in most countries. Less than a Ford Ranger Raptor. Less than a loaded Tacoma TRD Pro. And it obliterates all of them in straight line speed. It matches or beats them in towing. And it laughs at their fuel bills. Speaking of fuel efficiency, BYD claims just 1.9 liters per 100 kilometers when running in hybrid mode with a charged battery. Even when the battery is depleted, it still manages around 7.5 L/100 km. That's Prius-level efficiency in a body-on-frame pickup. Toyota has spent decades perfecting hybrid tech. But even the new 2025 Hilux hybrid only manages around 8 to 9 liters per 100 kilometers. And it's nowhere near as fast. Nowhere near as luxurious. And it definitely doesn't have 100 kilometers of pure EV range. The Shark 6 is playing in a different league. Now let's talk off-road capability. Because this is where many people think Chinese trucks fall short. Not anymore. The Shark 6 comes with a proper 4x4 system. Front and rear differential locks. 230mm ground clearance. 31-degree approach angle. And because most of the torque comes from electric motors, traction control is instantaneous. No turbo lag. No waiting for the engine to spool. Just point and shoot. There are already videos from Australia and Mexico showing this thing climbing rocky trails like it's nothing. And remember, this truck weighs around 2,700 kilograms. Yet it still hits 0-100 in 5.8 seconds. That's physics-defying. The battery is blade-type LFP, mounted low in the chassis. So center of gravity is actually better than most traditional trucks. BYD claims it can wade through 800 millimeters of water. It has skid plates. It has off-road modes. This is not a mall crawler. This is a legitimate rival to the Ranger, the Hilux, the Amarok. Except it's faster, cheaper, and more efficient. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Can you actually buy one? Right now, the Shark 6 is officially sold in Mexico, Australia, Brazil, and parts of Southeast Asia. It's coming to more markets in 2026. But what about North America? What about Europe? That's where things get interesting. And this is where we shift gears into rumor territory. Because everything I've said so far is confirmed. Now we're entering speculation town. And I've been hearing some wild things. First rumor. Multiple sources in the industry claim BYD has already begun homologation testing for the US market. Apparently, several Shark 6 units have been spotted in California with manufacturer plates. They're reportedly testing a version with a slightly smaller battery to meet US crash standards. Because the current blade battery pack is integrated into the frame, and US side impact rules are stricter. But here's the kicker. Word is BYD is planning to build these in Mexico. Their new plant in Monterrey is supposedly being designed with Shark production in mind. And if they build in Mexico, they can potentially skirt the 100% tariff on Chinese-made vehicles. Because USMCA rules allow tariff-free import if a certain percentage is made in North America. This is the same loophole that allowed the Chevy Montana and Ram 700 to exist. So could we see a Mexican-built BYD Shark 6 in US dealerships by late 2027? Many people say yes. Others say no way. Because even if they avoid the import tariff, there's still the 25% chicken tax on light trucks. Unless they classify it differently. Or unless the rules change under a new administration. It's complicated. But the rumor mill is in overdrive. Second rumor. Toyota is reportedly in panic mode. Insiders claim that Toyota Australia has fast-tracked a full electric Hilux prototype. They were planning to launch a mild hybrid Hilux in 2026. But after seeing Shark 6 sales absolutely crush expectations in Australia, they've supposedly moved up the timeline for a PHEV or full BEV Hilux. Some say they're even considering partnering with BYD for battery tech. Yes, you heard that right. The company that invented mass-market hybrids might have to buy batteries from the Chinese giant that's eating their lunch. Third rumor. Ford is sweating too. The next-generation Ranger was supposed to get a plug-in hybrid in 2027. But word is they're now rushing a version for 2026. Because in markets where the Shark launched, Ranger sales reportedly dropped 15 to 20% in the first month. Same story in Mexico. The Ram 1200 and Mitsubishi L200 base trucks are getting hammered. The Shark 6 is the iPhone moment for pickup trucks. It's that disruptive. Fourth rumor. BYD is working on a larger version. A full-size Shark. Possibly called Shark 8. With a 200 plus kilowatt-hour battery. Over 1,000 horsepower. And 1,200 plus kilometers of range. Supposedly aimed directly at the F-150 Lightning and Cybertruck. If the Shark 6 is this good, imagine what a bigger budget version could do. But again, these are rumors. Some say the full-size Shark is real and coming in 2027. Others say it's just dealer talk. Fifth rumor. And this one is spicy. Apparently, several US dealership groups have already been approached by BYD about carrying the brand. Not just for passenger cars. For trucks. There's talk of a separate BYD Truck division. With dedicated sales and service networks. Like how Ram split from Dodge. Could we see BYD Truck stores in Texas by 2028? Maybe. Maybe not. The tariffs are still there. The politics are messy. The dealer lobby is powerful. And American truck buyers are loyal to the big three. But loyalty only goes so far when you're saving $20,000. And getting better tech. And never buying gas again. So is Toyota finished? Officially? Not yet. They still dominate in reliability reputation. In resale value. In remote areas with poor charging. But for the first time in decades, they have real competition. Not just from Tesla. Not just from Rivian. But from a company that sells more electrified vehicles than anyone else on the planet. A company that makes its own batteries. Its own chips. Its own motors. A company that isn't asking for permission. BYD is coming. And the Shark 6 is just the beginning. So what do you think? Is this the truck that finally kills the old guard? Or will tariffs and politics keep it out of the biggest markets? Will Toyota strike back with something even better? Or are we watching the end of an era? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you want to see the Shark 6 in action, I'll link some of the best review videos down below. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. We're covering every major move in the electric truck wars. This is just getting started. Thanks for watching.